in artworks, you're looking to create contradictions, I think, maybe. Things kind of rub up and the new kind of understandings arise out of unconnected things, possibly, or disconnected things. I think Zeebrugge kind of is that in itself as well. You have all these people, they have the port and the sort of second homers there, and the day visitors, and the different communities passing through, and communities that have settled there as well. And if we can make a work that sort of embodies that and highlights that, as well as creating some sort of odd connection as well, that's good. The work is on the beach in Zeebrugge. It sits out on the beach. There's a very nice low bit of new sand dunes that are forming, and it kind of sits close to that, so in relation to an area that's gradually being recolonised. The form of it is like not a circle, it's like a six-sided shape that you can enter into. Essentially it's like a ring of tunnel with these different sort of small kind of chambers, and you can make your way through the tunnel and then go into the central open space, so it kind of frames a little bit of beach. And then through the course of the journey, like weather will do its thing, and this is the sort of big uncertainty. I mean, the tide will come in and it'll wash some of this sand away, but meanwhile there's a huge amount of wind will blow sand onto it and blow sand away from it as well. So what we need is a work that won't degrade whilst holding the characteristics we want, and allow the beach to change around it, really. That's what we're looking for. So the work itself is made out of these big concrete pipes, which is, in a sense, it's kind of initially felt horrific. But these concrete pipes, they're sewage pipes, and they're rejected sewage pipes from a very local company. It's very nice, it's just down the road. So it's a recycling of like something from an industrial process. And at the end of the work, it can go back and be recycled. It sits in a material process now, like we know where it's come from. It kind of come from something that is a rejected item and will go into being useful later on. So it sits in the idea, space of possibility in two ways, I think. There's an openness to materiality, to how it might change over time. That's reliant on just weather, all these simple things that we can't control. But also the space of possibility in terms of how people might use it as well, Like, there's all sorts of things I could imagine, but there's all sorts of things we don't quite know. And I like that full breadth of possibilities of how people might want to inhabit that space or find connection within that space, And I think that's what kind of public art should be there for, for all those reactions. And it should, it should allow for all those possibilities as well within it.